How to look so attractive to men that they always think about you even when you're long gone. But the secret to being a desirable woman is less about how you look, but more about how you carry yourself, how you feel inside. A low, soft voice inadvertently sounds more arousing and attractive. And the best part, it's easy to speak in a low, softer tone without seeming like you're trying too hard. So try your new, softer voice the next time you're on the phone. And don't blame us if your man on the other side gets a little flirty or gets a little hard down his groin. Brag about him when you are out with your friends. Avoid bitching about him or correcting him in front of other people. Confidence is such a turn on in a woman, and men are suckers for it. Men love a freaking bit. Attraction and infatuation at first sight are very different from deep appreciation that men get once they get to know a woman well, really well. Now, what men find attractive in a woman and what keeps them there are slightly different. They're slightly different things often. However, there are some common points I would like to explore. A cheerful and positive attitude attracts men. A flirty giggle of a happy, cheerful woman can melt even the hardest of manly hearts. So I would urge you to have a happy, positive personality and try to look on the brighter side of life all the time. Because there is something about a cheerful woman whose eyes light up with joy that draws men all over her. Number 2, the way you present yourself. It's always easier to attract attention from men when you make an effort to look good and dress well and smell well. So I would urge you to dress well and feel good about yourself. You don't necessarily have to try and stand out with bold, flashy colors all the time. Just dress in well-fitting clothes and appear confident. And yes, don't forget a dab of perfume to leave a trail of men swooning over your fragrance as you walk past them, okay? Don't forget your perfume. Always smell nice. When you go to bed, make sure you smell nice. When you're going out for an event or anywhere, down the street, make sure you smell nice. Number 3, flirty gestures. Do you wink or do you raise your eyebrows flirtingly when you say goodbye or when you pass a smart remark? If you do indulge in these types of expression or even a million other expressions that make you look cuter than cute, then you're already on your way to making hearts beat a lot faster. How to look so attractive to men that they always think about you even when you're long gone. See, men can't get enough of flirty gestures from women. So stand in front of a mirror and try a few flirty moves. It may actually seem dumb at first, but hey, remember what men like in women and try this tip. It's guaranteed to show results. Number 4, show just a bit of skin. If you want that look to turn into a second, third glance, learn to show a bit of skin. Just realize that just an outright pound of cleavage or a slab of your midriff can actually seem attractive, but it's also trashy and crude. And it makes you look like you're trying too hard to please and get attention. So it's important to balance and play subtle. Subtlety is the best. It works a lot better. A shirt or a t-shirt that ends just right around where your jeans starts, or a perfectly fitting top with a wider neck is just perfect for men. They love the nearly there peaks. Their curiosity will drive them crazy enough to stare. So look sexy without even looking like you're trying too hard. Number 5, men love seductive voices. Because if there is anything that makes the hair on the back of a man's neck stand in excitement, it's a woman's sweet and sexy voice. Now, mastering the art of the seductive, husky voice, it takes time. So don't give it too much thought just yet. Now, listen, when you're speaking with your man on the phone, speak with a low tune and avoid that high pitched glass shattering tone or pitch. A low, soft voice inadvertently sounds more arousing and attractive. And the best part, it's easy to speak in a low, softer tone without seeming like you're trying too hard. So try your new softer voice the next time you're on the phone. And don't blame us if your man on the other side gets a little flirty or gets a little hard down his groin. Number 6, a woman who asks for help. Men love those type of women. Men absolutely love a woman who can ask for help. It makes them feel macho. It gives them an excuse to have a conversation with a pretty woman. And it reawakens your evolutionary desire to be a provider and protector. And when you thank a man with a flirty smile, there's a good chance that he would gush with awkward embarrassment and ask for your phone number. Number 7, a confident woman. We can't stress this enough, but just understanding this one pointer can change a proverbial ugly duckling into the most beautiful princess overnight. There is nothing more beautiful in a woman than her confidence. Note this, I said confidence, not cockiness. Confidence is such a turn on in a woman, and men are suckers for it, even if they don't realize it themselves. Because a confident woman can be beautiful, strong, determined, and everything else rolled up into one, just as long as she makes up her mind. Number 8, the ability to take control. I tell you this for a fact that men love it when they are the man in the relationship. They like wearing the pants and they want to feel like they have a say in the relationship. A woman who is overly dominating could even jeopardize that relationship and make a man shrivel up where it matters. But that really doesn't mean you should avoid taking control as a woman. Men like it when a woman tells to sit back while she makes all the decisions. So believing in each other's capabilities is very, very important in a relationship. And when a man truly believes this woman is capable of doing anything he can do, perhaps even better, he will only respect her more. He will also love her for the fact that she still wants him to take a lead in their lives together. Number 9, a woman who makes a man look good kills a man 100 times. Do you make your man look good? Now, we don't mean this in an accessory or arm candy way, though. Do you stand up for your man in public no matter what? A knight loves rescuing a damsel in distress, but at times the knight would be grateful to be rescued too. Brag about him when you are out with your friends. Avoid bitching about him or correcting him in front of other people, and let him do the same for you. Avoid talking down on him in public, especially in the presence of your friends. Stop that. Never do that. Never be found wanting, disrespecting your man in that manner. Because how you show up in your man and for your man, that's how other people are going to show up for him. If you disrespect him, others will disrespect him. Never give people that opportunity to disrespect your man. Number 10, an independent woman. While a relationship is about bonding and spending time together, it's also a lot about growing as an individual, becoming a better person every single day and helping him along the path too. So I would encourage you to spend some time by yourself or with your own friends and learn to give space in a relationship. Men like a woman in need, but they hate needy women. Let that sink in. It's not every issue you bring up to your man. If there's an issue you can deal with yourself, don't bring your man into it. Don't ask him to come over. In fact, he would respect you more if you're someone he can come to for help. Number 11. Men love a freaking bed. This is a quiet one, but we assure you men love a woman who knows the moves in bed. Don't be afraid to dominate your man in bed. That's something men want in women. Have you ever caught your man staring at a hot girl doing something dirty on the screen? Gee, wonder what fascinated him so much? Most men may not be so vocal about their interest in bed, but they would absolutely love a woman who is confident in bed. Be this woman, and he won't be able to keep his hands off you. Number 12, a desirable woman. All men want to be with this woman, and all women want to be this woman. Have you seen her? Well, she's inside of you, waiting to come out. You may not realize this, but the secret to being a desirable woman is less about how you look, but more about how you carry yourself, how you feel inside. Men love it when their women can walk across a crowded hall, chit-chat with a few people, and become the focus of everyone around in an instant. That's exactly what men find attractive in a woman. Number 13, strength and determination. Do you occasionally take up pet projects and leave them unfinished? Or do you make up your mind to do something in the morning and forget all about it by nightfall? Because a woman who's fickle-minded will not inspire anyone, nor will she be taken seriously by the people around her. On the other hand, if you are a woman who puts her money where her mouth is and never backs away from a challenge, your man will be inspired by you. It's not easy to be a determined Wonder Woman, but if that's what you are, hey, you are his new role model. Number 14, a woman who makes him a better man. We don't have lots of women like that. Everyone knows why the other person in a relationship is called the better half of the relationship. It's not an empty compliment, my friend. It is meant to be true. Do you help your man become a better individual by helping him correct his flaws and shortcomings? Be a good listener and understand what's really going on in his life. Help him with his big decisions when he asks you for advice. Spend time with him and help him realize his dreams and aspiration. You make him a better man and he will love you, respect you, and desperately want you all his life. Are you that type of woman? Because men desire that type of woman. Number 15, zero mind games. Men hate mind games and do not appreciate being manipulated. Whether it's playing your man into moving in together or pressuring him to tie the knot even though you know he's not ready. Men are truly not as dumb as you think. They're smart. They're the smartest people on earth, I think. They know when you're manipulating them. And the reason they allow it to happen is because they're simply on the same page as you are. Do not chalk it up as you being successful in convincing him to give you a key to his place, because he knows what he's doing. Number 16, a loyal woman. If there's a thing that we all can agree on, it is that loyalty is very important to everyone. Although women always say that men are the cheaters, remember that women cheat too, even cheat more. There are lots of men out there who are not fathers to the children that they're fathering right now. That's how badly women are cheating on men. So the same way you will not tolerate your man toying with someone else, he will not accept you cheating on him. Fidelity is very important to men, and they need to know that you are not going to hurt them. If you're loyal, you can be very sure that it is definitely one of the many qualities that he wants and needs in a partner. And he will be down with you for it if you're loyal. Number 17, you're great at stroking his ego. Men have huge egos. And this is something that you should know by now. As humble and modest as your man may be, you can be rest assured that there is still some egoism in him. Stroke his ego as often as you can and let him know that he's wonderful. Men need a partner who can give them assurance that what they're doing is the right thing, or at least worthwhile. For example, if your man is worried about a huge work-related presentation, stroke his ego by saying something like, you know who you are. You're a king. You're smart. And you know what you can do. I have seen it for myself. You're great, and you're going to ace this. And watch that man do it to make you proud. Not for him, because he doesn't want to fail you. He's doing it because you have so much confidence in him, and he will not fail you. Number 18, men love a kind heart. No man wants to be saddled with a bitch for the rest of his life. No matter how great you are in bed, if you are a complete she-devil, he's going to pick up the kind girl over you any day, anytime. So having a kind heart is very important to men, especially when they are ready to settle down with a life partner. Whether it is the joy you find in volunteering at, the local animal shelter, or always buying a loaf of bread for the homeless man who lives, on the corner of your block. Men notice and remember this little act of kindness, and they're very attracted to them. Okay? Number 19, no gold diggers. Unless you have Sherlock of dating someone who is rolling in cash and has more than enough to share his fortune with the world, no man wants to be with a woman who is with him solely for his money. So if you are a gold digger, or you have cruel intentions to spend whatever you can get your hands on, you can be rest assured that you're going to get the boots soon. Men want a partner who can appreciate the value of money and love him for who he is, not the money that he has. Number 21, he loves an intelligent mind. Men do not want or need a pretty face who cannot partake in intelligent conversations. As gorgeous as you may be, if you are dumb, he will not want to be with you over, the long run. Men know that one day your looks will go, and all he's going to be left with is a woman who has long since lived out her glory years. Can you handle yourself well, no matter where you are? Can you talk to 5 men at once and still hold the reins of the conversation? A confident woman is awe-inspiring and to a certain extent intimidating. So if there is anything that men want in women, it is a confident woman. Because a confident woman can be a beautiful woman. Your looks may actually captivate him now, but your intelligence is what will make him stay. So as hard as it may be for you to believe, men like women with brains. Have one. Number 22, partner. Men crave for partners in crime. Men want and need a partner in crime. They want someone whom they can have fun with. Whether it is spending a weekend by the ocean basking in the sun, or, just giving him input on his latest manuscript. You have to think of your relationship as a team. If one person does not carry their weight, then the team will lose. Number 23, acceptance. Men love women who can accept their flaws. Never try to change a man because you will fail. Have you ever heard the saying that people change, but they don't change much? Well, keep that in mind the next time you try to mold your man into an ideal creature. Like women, men have flaws, and They hate being reminded that they're not living up to your expectations. So accept and embrace his flaws, and you will find out that he will unconsciously make an effort to please you. Number 24, clear communication. Clear communication is something that men want and need. Men all over the world are confused as to who put the notion into women's head that they do not like to communicate. On the contrary, men love communicating freely and clearly. But do not speak to your man in riddles. Do not expect them to read between the lines. Just talk and let it all out. Men are straightforward minded people. When you tell your man what you want and need, he will deliver. Number 25, a woman who can be herself. First and foremost, if a guy finds you attractive, it's because of you. Sure, what you wear may help, but what comes out of your mouth is even more important. You want him to like you and not only just your face and body. Because at the end of the day, that will all fade away. And it sounds scary. 26, sexual expression. When you're sexually involved with a guy, they love it when you're into it. No one wants to be with someone who's dead silent, just laying there like a pillow princess. In fact, they want you to interact, to be sexually expressive and free. 27, her vulnerable side. Men love to be the heroes, and they love to feel like they came and rescued the day. So when a woman opens up and talks about her troubles, it makes men feel like they can help solve the problem and be the knight in shining armor she was always looking for as a young girl, riding his horse to get to save her. In the end, all said and done, all that can be said about what men like a woman is this. While you may know men are looking for these attributes in women, the best thing that you can do is simply be yourself. By doing so, you can find a man who loves you for who you truly are, not someone who loves who you are pretending to be. Of course, you can change the traits you truly believe needs changing, but if you have traits that give you confidence and make you feel good about yourself, don't ever change that just to impress a guy. All right? Now that you know what men like and find attractive in a woman, use these tips and you will see how easy it can be to win the attention of men around you. And the best part is that it will never appear like you're trying to make an impression, because you are the impression. All right then. See, when I see you, know that I love you and God loves you most. Mwah.